So what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Homesteading Off the Grid, the most awesomest homesteading channel on the internet that has nothing to do with homesteading. So our son Daniel has done his 3 hours worth of virtual online homeschooling for the day. My beautiful bride Dearly, aka Giggly Girl, and I have done our 90 minutes worth of scheduling our social media posts and whatnot. So we've come just a couple blocks over from our condo. We're going to take this little boat right here, ferry across the bay to that island, and we figure, what the heck, let's go find a really nice resort and spend the night and spend the next couple of days at the beach. The son's a couple days ahead with his schoolwork. We're 5 or 6 days ahead with social media posts. So this is how we're spending our winter here in the Philippines, and we're just going to make, you know, occasional videos as we do and share it with you. So hope you enjoy this next couple of days with us.
Say hi, honey. Hello, Daniel. Say hi. Hi. My brother.
Billy's brother, my brother-in-law, Daniel's uncle. He's hanging out with us for a bit. So we're on the boat, and we are crossing the bay. And we're just going to go over here. I know where we're going, you know, because I've been here all those years ago, and I have my favorite spots since I've been back. We've been going around to a lot of our favorite hot spots. And this is what we're doing here. But we wanted to give you some footage as we cross the bay. Here, I'll give you my view. Say hi. All right. Just want to give you the view from this side of the boat. It's beautiful. We got some oranges out there. We have arrived. We're docking. We'll dock right there, get out of the boat, and spend a couple of days here at this nice private resort. There's the beach. Underneath the awnings, they've got a wonderful restaurant. They've got little huts here. We'll show you around after we get checked in, guys. And you're like, oh my God, how can you afford that? Rah. This might cost us $75 a night. Yeah, we're gonna. I'm literally telling you, this might cost us to ride this boat.
75 to 80.
Okay, $75 to 80 to stay here tonight.
Super nice.
How much was the boat ride? 25 pesos each.
Yeah, 50 cents each.
So 4 of us got to cross that entire bay from way over there for $2 for 4 people. You can cross this bay for 50 cents. So how can you not afford to live like this, you know?
Let's go. I'm so excited.
All right, guys, so we've checked into our cottages. We got 2. The boys are going to stay here, Earl and Daniel, and Dearly and I are going to stay over here. I was wrong about the price, guys. I said that a room here would cost you $80 a night. I was wrong. It costs only $50 a night.
$50 for 2 rooms.
Yeah, well, it's $50 each, right?
Oh yeah, $50 each.
Yeah, so we decided, like, I'm going to show you the rooms. The boys are in there, but here's ours. So if it was just me and Dearly, we would just get this, or even if it was just Daniel, but we want to make sure Earl has plenty of space. Here's our room. This is what you get for $50 a night on an island beach resort here in the Philippines. And they greet you with flowers on your, what's this, closet? Oh, and you've got a safe to put your valuables in.
Yep, and here's the bathroom.
This is the bathroom. And look, guys, this is not like third world discomfort. This is first world comfort. I mean, unless you're like a trust fund baby that, you know, has very, very, very extremely high standards. I have no complaints with anything. $50 a night.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You glad to be back, honey?
Yeah, our favorite resort.
All right, guys, so as you can tell by the wet hair and the no shirt, I've been over here swimming with my beautiful bride Dearly, aka Giggly Girl, and our wonderful son Daniel, my brother-in-law Earl, hanging out over there eating wonderful food. Isn't that amazing? It costs you 50 cents to come across the bay on a boat. You can spend the night in one of these wonderful cottages for $50 US. I mean, you can't rent a seedy motel room to have an affair in the US for that price, right? And then you get this view. You get this view. Look at this. This is the Bay of Davao. We're watching the sunset now. We're sitting there over on the beach, enjoying some cold ones, watching the sunset over the Bay of Davao in Davao City. Now, listen, I've got a special treat for you. I'm going to introduce you to somebody. This is amazing. I've actually run into a couple of old friends since I've been back in the Philippines, and I ran into one today. My family and I used to come here all the time, and there's a young man that was working here then that I befriended. We became friends, and I looked forward to seeing him as much when I came here as I did to seeing this view. He's still here, and when I came in, he noticed me. Well, I haven't seen this guy in 7.5 years, and he looks over and he goes, "Kevin!" I was like, "Rennie Mill!" And here he is.
Hello.
This is my old friend Rennie Mill. Hey, Rennie Mill. It's been 7.5 years.
7.5 years. We're seeing you now.
Yeah, I'm finally back.
Yeah, welcome back here.
Thank you.
Kevin.
It's nice to be back.
Yes,
it's wonderful. This guy, great guy. You're 29 years old now, right?
Yeah, 29 years old.
And you've been working here for
since 10 years.
10 years.
10 years. I work here as a waiter, and now I'm supervisor.
Just today, this is something very special announcement. Just today, you got promoted to supervisor, didn't you?
Just today.
It's great, and he deserves it. Nobody is more deserving. I've known this young man for 10 years or so, and we used to see him all the time, and when we'd come over, I would always tell Dearly, I hope Rennie Mill's working, you know, and he goes by Ren or Renz, and there's a couple other guys I've run into, like Chris.
Yeah, Chris is my friend also. Is more than 20 years
He's
ago.
worked here for 20 years.
Yeah, 25 or
Yeah. So I'm like, Chris. So it's like I've been gone for 7.5 years, and but it's like I never left, and I'm running into these guys, and we remember each other. And I was just starting to tell Ren something, and I said, "No, what? I'll save it for the camera, because I want to remind, okay, the long-term viewers on this channel. Oh, and by the way, hey, Renz, what's your favorite YouTube channel? You forgot the name already, didn't you?
Yeah, I forget the name.
Okay. Do you watch my YouTube channel?
Yes, sir. I watch your YouTube channel
all the time. He told me, we were catching up, and he says, "I watch your YouTube channel all the time."
Yes, sir. I tell my friends to watch your YouTube channel.
You're on it now.
Yeah.
You are a guest. You're making a guest appearance on Homesteading Off the Grid, the most amazing homesteading channel on the internet that has nothing to do with homesteading. And I'm not paying you, right?
Yes.
And you're not going to sue me, right?
Yes, sir.
Boom! All right. I had to cover those bases. But I was sharing with him because he watches the videos. He sees the life we have in Virginia. He sees our 3-hectare, 6-acre homestead. And he remembers when we were here. And it's amazing. And I was getting ready to tell him, most of the time, and I told him some of this earlier, when we lived here in the Philippines, we couldn't afford to eat. We always made sure our kid was fed. But Dearly and I, we went to bed hungry. And I told Rennie Mill, I was here on an expired visa for the last 4 years I was here, because I didn't have the $75 every 2 months to renew my visa. I mean, we were down and out, but we never gave up. We persevered. I continued to write my short stories. I continued to work for media outlets that would pay me to work for them. Continued to be a blogger, continued to do social media, worked on Facebook. We didn't actually start the YouTube thing until we got to the US. But we never gave up hope. We never gave up hope. So when I was here last time, there at the end, when we were coming over and seeing this guy and Chris and the other guys,
Chris and Renz.
yeah, Chris and Renz, it's because we had finally started. I'd won the Yahoo Content of the Year Creator Award. Mainstream media outlets were calling me saying, "Hey, we want you to write for us because of that." So it's like I finally got on the map. But for 4 years before that, everybody was laughing at me. They were telling me I couldn't do it. They said social media was for 20-year-old girls that could twerk. You're old, you're ugly, you're a dude. It's never going to happen. The Philippines is a magical place full of magical people like Renz and like Chris.
Yeah.
And
That's true.
They never laughed at me. They said, "Hey, what are you doing?" "Oh, you're a writer? What are you writing about?" And they'd ask me. And I'd tell them, "Well, I'm writing this book about this and about that." And then they would get into the story. And that was enough to make me think I could do it. And so I did. And so now, why my a-hole neighbors who laughed at me are freezing their testicles off back in the U.S., I'm spending my winter in this tropical paradise, hanging out with cool people like Renz and Chris. So it's so amazing to be here. It's so amazing to run back into this guy. Renz,
Yeah.
I highly recommend everybody watching this video that's never been to the Philippines to come to the Philippines. What do you think?
I recommend Paradise because Paradise is one of the beaches here in Samal. To stay here, very relaxing beach. The food, we have a drinks. We have a nice here
Atmosphere, general atmosphere.
Yeah, rooms. Yeah,
$50 US a night. You get to stay in those cottages.
We have a day tour, entrance day tour. 350 pesos.
Wow, that is so cheap. So you can come in. So the entrance to get here and be on this private beach, 350 pesos. That's like $7. But the best part is the service that you will receive from the wonderful people like Renz and like Chris and like Nico, our server today, and none of it's fake. It's not like, oh, you know, there's a foreigner or a tourist, let's be super nice and get their money. It's genuine because they remember the conversation you had with them last time. This guy is talking to me about stuff that we talked about 7.5 years ago. That's not fake. That's genuine. It's real.
It's real.
Yeah. So I'm going to wrap this up now. I'm glad you got to see our boat ride over and you see where we're staying. I got to tell you about the prices. We had dinner. Me, Dearly, Daniel, and Erwin. We are so full and there's food to take home and it costs us like 20 bucks. If we were to have a similar dinner in the US, it would cost $150 and we'd have terrible service. We'd have terrible service. People who didn't want to work, they were probably working because if they don't do their 20 hours a week, they might not get certain benefits. These guys want to work. They view work as an opportunity and as a blessing, and they do a great job doing it. So, you got anything you want to say in parting, Ren?
Yeah, come here in Paradise, and here is very relaxing.
Yeah, and you'll love it. And you get this view every day.
The view is very nice. The sun. You see the Mount Apo also.
Yeah, Mount Apo's back there. That's the highest elevation in Mindanao, right?
Yeah.
So is that the second highest mountain in the Philippines, or the highest? I think it's the second highest in the Philippines.
Second highest, yeah.
But highest in Mindanao.
Highest in Mindanao.
And then you also get to see this.